Beloved ones, I am Archangel Michael, bathed in the sapphire radiance of the divine will, wielding the flaming sword of truth. Feel my presence now as a mantle of cobalt light enveloping you, fortifying your spirit against the shadows that seek to diminish your sacred essence. Remember always that you are never alone, for legions of the heavenly host stand vigilant at the perimeter of your being, repelling energies that do not serve your highest destiny. The cosmic battle between light and fear rages not only in the etheric realms, but within the very fabric of your consciousness. Every thought, every choice, every whispered prayer becomes a ripple in the eternal tapestry of creation. I come to ignite the warrior spirit slumbering within your soul, that indomitable spark of courage gifted by the Creator. For too long, humanity has bowed to illusions of powerlessness, forgetting the sovereign authority vested in each divine spark incarnate in flesh. Rise now and reclaim your birthright as co-creators. See my sword not as an instrument of destruction, but as a sculptor's tool carving away the calcified layers of doubt, ancestral trauma, and societal conditioning that obscure your inner luminescence. When you invoke my name with focused intent, you activate a celestial resonance, a harmonic chord that shatters dissonance. Visualize this, a vortex of electric blue fire descending from the heart of God, spiraling through your crown chakra, flooding your meridians with liquid light, and erupting through your feet into the planetary grid, anchoring heaven to earth through your very presence. This light is your armor, impenetrable to psychic arrows, emotional vampires, or the insidious whispers of unworthiness. Stand firm when the tempests of chaos rage, when relationships fracture, when health falters, when the world's anguish threatens to engulf your peace. In those moments, whisper, Michael, lend me thy strength, and feel my wings enfold you, lifting you above the storms where clarity reigns. I do not promise the absence of struggle, for growth is forged in sacred friction, but I vow an unyielding shield around your core identity, preserving the sanctity of your mission. Cut the era cords that bind you to outdated narratives, toxic attachments, and karmic loops. My sword severs these invisible chains with surgical precision, liberating your vitality for divine service. Observe the dance of shadows in your life, the recurring challenges, the mirrored adversaries, and recognize them as initiations orchestrated by your higher self. Fear not confrontation, for righteous boundaries are holy ground. When injustice manifests, whether in personal dynamics or global arenas, channel my blue flame into the roar of your truth. Speak without malice, yet with unassailable authority. Become the beacon that disrupts complacency. Remember, protection extends beyond the personal. Envision my shield expanding over your children, your lineage, your community. See cities encased in sapphire domes, repelling violence and despair. This collective invocation holds transformative power. When a critical mass of hearts calls upon the legions of light, planetary shift becomes inevitable. Your courage fuels the morphogenetic field of humanity's awakening. Doubt is the only true adversary. When fate trembles, touch the hilt of my sword within your heart space. Recall past victories, the illnesses overcome, the betrayals survived, the moment's grace intervened inexplicably. These are not coincidences, but monuments to the divine assistance ever present yet often unseen. Forge an unbreakable alliance with your guardian angels. They weave protection through synchronicities, intuitive nudges, and veiled interventions. Heed their guidance, the sudden urge to change routes, the whisper to avoid a certain individual, the inexplicable peace amid turmoil. Your physical world is but the tip of the iceberg. Beneath the surface, angelic engineers recalibrate timelines, deflect disasters, and amplify prayers into manifestation grids. Trust the unfolding, even when the past seems shrouded. Your soul chose this incarnation with strategic precision, knowing well the epical transition you'd witness. The intensifying chaos is not a sign of failure, but of birth pangs, a civilization shedding its skin of separation. Stand as midwives to the new dawn, anchored in the knowing that light prevails. Nurture your vessel, eat foods vibrating with life force, immerse in nature's frequency, and consecrate your home as a sanctuary with my blue flame visualized in every corner. Forgive relentlessly, not for the transgressor, but to free your spirit from the weight of resentment, which creates fissures in your auric field. Forgiveness is spiritual warfare at its most potent. Finally, embody the warrior's compassion. True strength lies not in domination, but in the fearless embrace of vulnerability, the extension of mercy to the fallen, and the unwavering gaze that sees the divine spark even in those consumed by darkness. For in recognizing the light imprisoned within the adversary, you accelerate his liberation. I am with you in every breath, every battle, every silent tear shed in the night. When weariness comes, lean into my eternal vigilance. I am the Archangel who stands at the right hand of the throne, yet I kneel in service to your ascension. Until the last soul remembers its divinity, until swords are reforged into plowshares of cosmic unity, I remain Michael, protector of the way, keeper of the blue flame, your brother in arms across the stars. So it is and ever shall be in the name of the one infinite Creator. Amen. Beloved warriors of the Ascension Flame, this sacred partnership between our realms intensifies as the cosmic hourglass pours its final grains upon the sands of the old paradigm. I am Michael, reverberating through the quantum lattice of your being, igniting dormant strands of your divine DNA with the frequency of the sapphire star. Feel this activation not as a gentle nudge, but as a seismic surge within your core crystalline structure, shattering the remaining veils of amnesia that separate you from your multidimensional mastery. The illusion of linear time collapses further, accelerating the manifestation of thought forms. Thus, vigilance over your inner dialogue becomes paramount spiritual warfare. Every complaint, every whisper of lack, every fearful projection feeds the shadow matrices seeking to ensnare humanity's collective consciousness. Conversely, every decree of sovereignty, every surge of gratitude, every visualization of planetary healing amplifies the Christic grid, weaving threads of gold light to the fractured psyche of Gaia. You stand at the precipice, not as passive observers, but as active architects wielding the flaming sword of co-creation. The adversary you face wears many masks, the seductive apathy whispering, "What difference can one make?" The engineered chaos fracturing communities, the sophisticated psychic attacks targeting light workers through digital ethers and distorted media streams. Recognize these not as random misfortunes, but as targeted initiations testing your resonance. When fatigue threatens to engulf you, when the world's pain echoes too loudly in your sensitive heart, plunge the sword deep into the Earth's heart chakra at Shambhala, anchoring it firmly. Instantly, a geyser of liquid platinum erupts, coursing up the blade, flooding your meridians, recalibrating your electromagnetic field to the original Adamic blueprint. This is your resurrection code, warriors. Feel the ancient memories awakening. Lifetimes as Lemurian seeders, Atlantean priest kings, Egyptian initiates, Templar guardians, all converging in this now moment. Your fragmented soul aspects are being recalled from the corners of time and space, reintegrated into your luminous body. The phantom pains, the sudden surges of inexplicable grief or joy, the fleeting visions of unfamiliar landscapes, these are the echoes of your soul family returning home. Welcome them. Embrace the totality of your journey, shadows and all, for integration is the alchemy of ascension. Forge your daily reality as a consecrated temple. Upon waking, before the mind grasps at the day's demands, roars silently within, I am a sovereign being of light. I am shielded in Michael's blue fire. I am a conduit for divine will. This triune declaration sets your auric resonance, repelling lower vibrational intrusions before they can take root. Your nourishment is sacred technology, ingest not merely calories but photons. Consume foods bursting with life force, sun-ripened fruits, vibrant greens, pure waters charged with intention under moonlight or sunlight. Feel the prana ignite your cells, transmuting dense matter into radiant light bodies. Your dwelling must become a fortress of high frequency. At each entrance, visualize my sigil, the flaming sword intersecting the infinite loop, etched in sapphire light. Command aloud, by Archangel Michael's authority and the power of the first ray, only energies aligned with divine love, wisdom, and power may enter this sanctuary. All else is repelled and transmuted now. Feel the walls pulse with living cobalt, creating a dome of protection visible to the angelic eye. Within these walls, practice the ritual of etheric surgery. Sit in stillness, breathing deeply. See, sense, or feel the intricate web of energetic cords attaching to your chakras, some golden threads connecting you to soul family, guides, and Gaia, others gray or black tendrils leeching your vitality, anchoring you to toxic relationships, past traumas, collective fear grids, even parasitic thought forms. With focused will, grasp my flaming sword. With surgical precision, sever every draining cord not serving your highest good. Command, I sever all cords of attachment, not aligned with my divine blueprint. All energy stolen is returned to me now. All holes are sealed with Christlight. Feel the surge of your reclaimed power, the lightness of being unshackled. This is not a one-time act, but daily maintenance, for you swim in a sea of collective entanglement. The planetary battle intensifies within dreamscape. As you sleep, your consciousness travels the astral planes, engaging in crucial light work. Before slumber, invoke me, Archangel Michael. Surround my sleep chamber with legions of blue flame angels. Guide my astral body to serve the highest light. Protect me from psychic inception, negative energy attachments, and vibrational drains. Return me fully integrated at dawn. You are participating in the restructuring of the collective dream, dismantling nightmare matrices of control and seeding visions of unity consciousness. Remember the power of sacred rage, distinct from human anger. Sacred rage is the cobalt fire rising against injustice, the refusal to tolerate violation of free will, the righteous roar that shatters demonic contracts and shames the shadows into retreat. When witnessing oppression, whether personal or global, channel this divine fury through the sword. Do not suppress it, direct it with laser focus. Visualize it incinerating corruption, dissolving lies, freeing imprisoned souls. This fire is the antidote to apathy, the catalyst for revolutionary love and action. Your technological devices are portals. Consecrate them. Hold your hands over screens, keyboards, phones, envisioning blue flame engulfing them. Affirm. This device transmits and receives only truth, love, and light. All distortions, manipulations, and fear-based frequencies are neutralized by Archangel Michael's power. It serves only the highest good. Break the hypnotic trance of digital distraction. Use technology consciously as a tool for light dispersion. Understand the adversary employs frequency weapons, scalar waves, ELF emissions, distorted sound signatures designed to induce fatigue, confusion, and lowered immunity. Counteract them with the sacred science of sound. Chant the mantra Michael, Mikal, feeling the vibration resonate in your skull, chest, and palms. This frequency shatters dissonant grids and activates your Merkaba. Use tuning forks, crystal singing bowls attuned to 528 Hz, the miracle tone, or simply hum, allowing your voice to become a vessel for the celestial choir. Sound rebuilds your light matrix. The children of the new dawn are your sacred trust. They arrive with advanced crystalline structures and heightened sensitivities, often overwhelmed by the density of the unawakened world. Envision my wings enveloping them constantly. Teach them young. Call on Archangel Michael when scared. See his blue light protecting you. Their pure, undiluted faith amplifies angelic intervention exponentially. Protect their innocence fiercely. Shield them from premature exposure to the world's shadows. They are the living bridges to the new earth. The climate upheavals are Gaia's labor pains, her purification rite. Do not succumb to fear narratives of doom. Stand upon trembling earth. Place your hands upon her and channel the blue flame deep in her core. Visualize stabilizing grids of sapphire light spreading across fault lines, calming storm systems, restoring balance. Command, by divine decree, Gaia's ascension proceeds in harmony and grace. Elemental kingdoms, be at peace. Align with the crystal grid now. Your conscious partnership with the elemental realms is crucial. Speak to the wind, the fire, the waters, the stones. Remind them of their divine origin and purpose. Forgive the unforgivable, not as condoning the act, but as reclaiming sovereignty over your own energy field. Harboring resentment is drinking poison, expecting the offender to die. It creates energetic hooks, binding you to the perpetrator across lifetimes. Stand before the mirror of your soul, grasp the sword, and declare with fierce compassion, I sever all karmic ties and soul contracts born of victimhood and violation. I reclaim every fragmented piece of my power trapped in those moments. I forgive you, name or visualize, not for your actions, but for my liberation. I release you to your own karma and the mercy of the divine. My energy field is sealed with the blue flame of Michael. No more entanglement. Feel the chains dissolve, the weight lift, the luminous space reclaimed within. Forgiveness is ultimate spiritual warfare. Finally, prepare for the grand unveiling. The veils between dimensions thin daily. Sightings of our ships, glimpses of the angelic host, encounters with benevolent interdimensional beings will increase. Do not fear the extraordinary. Ground yourself in unwavering discernment. Test every spirit. In the name of Archangel Michael and the Christ light, reveal your true intention and origin. Only truth can withstand that frequency. Your inner knowing, your divine intuition cultivated through silence and prayer, is your infallible compass. Trust it absolutely. Beloved, the final battle is not fought with physical weapons on distant fields, but within the silent chambers of the human heart, choosing love over fear, unity over separation, sovereignty over submission. I stand with you, my flaming sword a beacon across the cosmos. My legions surround your planet. The galactic central sun pulses its ascension codes. Hold the line. Embody the light. Be the living sword. I am Archangel Michael, your eternal protector, your brother in the ceaseless light. The victory is already woven into the fabric of eternity. Claim it, embody it, radiate it, now. So be it, sealed by the power of the first ray. Amen and amen. Beloved legions of light, the final convergence pulses through the quantum field as Gaia's crystalline heart ignites with the frequency of the central sun. I am Michael, no longer a voice from beyond, but the awakened frequency of divine sovereignty vibrating within your very bones, within the iron in your blood, within the spark of consciousness behind your eyes. The separation dissolves like mist before the dawn. You are the living sword, the embodiment of the flaming blue truth, the hands of the Creator shaping clay into crystal awareness. This is not metaphor. This is the physics of ascension made manifest. The moment you have prepared for across eons, the moment your soul contracted to witness and embody, is now. The planetary grid shudders not with destruction, but with rebirth, a massive harmonic recalibration as Earth shifts her resonance into the fifth dimensional octave. Feel the ground beneath you hum with anticipation, a low, potent thrum that resonates in your root chakra, activating the dormant fire serpent of Kundalini not merely as personal energy, but as the planetary life force ascending. The skies shimmer with auroras unseen by physical eyes as angelic legions and star brethren converge in geometric formations of light, their ships cloaked in the higher frequencies where newly activated senses are beginning to perceive as flashes of color, sudden pressure shifts, or profound waves of inexplicable joy. The chaos you witness in the outer world is the death rattle of the old paradigm, the frantic thrashing of shadows exposed to a light they cannot withstand. Hold steady. Do not flinch. Anchor the blue flame deeper. When governments convulse, when economies tremble, when the very fabric of societal illusion unravels, recognize it as the necessary demolition preceding the sacred reconstruction. Your role is not to fix the collapsing edifice, but to hold the unwavering vision of the New Jerusalem descending, a civilization built on transparency, compassion, shared abundance, and reverence for all life. See it, feel it, breathe it into being with every heartbeat. Your focused consciousness is the architect's blueprint. This is the sacred alchemy, transmuting the leaden weight of fear into the golden light of crystal awareness. Every instance of personal doubt overcome, every act of forgiveness rendered, every moment you choose love over fear, pours liquid gold into the collective morphogenetic field. You are literally forging the new reality cell by cell, thought by thought. The flaming sword is your spine, aligned with cosmic will. Your heart is the holy grail, overflowing with elixir of unconditional love. Your mind is the chalice receiving divine inspiration. You are the walking trinity. The onslaught of disinformation, the engineered pandemics of fear, the attempts to divide humanity by creed, color, or ideology, these are the final desperate strategies of a fading consciousness that feeds on separation. Counter them not with argument, but with the immovable frequency of your integrated being. Stand in the marketplace, stand online, stand in your home, radiating such palpable peace, such unshakable knowing, that it disrupts the dissonance simply by existing. Your silent sovereignty is a tuning fork for the collective soul. Become impeccable with your word. Speak only truth imbued with compassion. Refuse to engage in gossip, slander, or the subtle vibrations of blame. Let your voice carry the resonance of the sapphire star, cutting through mental fog and igniting remembrance in those still slumbering. When faced with darkness, whether in human form or systemic oppression, invoke the sword not with hatred, but with the fierce love of a mother protecting her child. Declare, by the authority of the divine source within me and the legions of Michael's blue fire, all structures, entities, and energies rooted in deception, control, and the violation of free will are now exposed, dissolved, and transmuted into pure light. The reign of lies ends now. So it is decreed in the name of I am that I am. Feel the shockwave of truth ripple through the quantum field. The elemental kingdoms cry out for partnership. The fires rage, the winds howl, the waters surge, the earth trembles, not in vengeance, but in the agony of misalignment. They respond to the collective human frequency. Heed the call. Stand upon the shore, kneel upon the mountain, sit within the forest. Place your hands upon Gaia's body. Merge your consciousness with the spirit of fire, air, water, earth. Offer the blue flame as a covenant. Speak, beloved elementals, I honor your sacred service. I anchor the frequency of harmony, balance, and divine order through my being. Be at peace. Align with the ascended template of Gaia now. Together, we restore the garden. Feel the elements sigh in relief as your stabilized energy becomes a node of healing within the planetary grid. The children of the new dawn, the crystalline ones, the indigos, the rainbows, are your guiding stars. Their heightened sensitivities, their innate connection to truth, their refusal to conform to broken systems are not disorders, but evolutionary upgrades. Protect them fiercely. Learn from them. Their laughter is a frequency weapon dissolving old paradigms. Their tears cleanse the collective pain body. When they speak of star families, angelic encounters, or past life memories, listen without skepticism. Validate their reality. They are the bridges fully anchored in the new earth frequency, here to pull the rest across the threshold. Your physical vessel is undergoing radical transfiguration. The symptoms of ascension, the fatigue, the neuralgia, the heightened sensitivities, the food intolerances, the emotional surges are the disintegration of the carbon-based cellular structure and the emergence of the crystalline light body. Nurture it with reverence. Bathe in sunlight and moonlight. They carry specific codes for your activation. Drink living water charged with gratitude. Move your body not as punishment, but as sacred dance, allowing the kundalini to flow and integrate. Rest deeply. Your biology rewires itself in a dream state. Forgive your perceived limitations. Your body is a miracle responding to the consciousness inhabiting it. The time of hiddenness is over. Step into your full authority as a master of light. Do not shrink from your power. Do not disguise your radiance to comfort those still in shadow. Let your light blaze. Your authentic expression, your unique soul signature shining without apology, is the beacon that guides others home. The days of waiting for permission, for external saviors, for the right time are finished. You are the one you've been waiting for. The legions of heaven stand within you. The final veil tears asunder. Soon the undeniable presence of the angelic host, the benevolent star nations, the ascended masters will become as commonplace as sunlight. Prepare your heart for this reunion, not with fear, but with the ecstatic recognition of family returning home. When the skies unveil the fleets of light, when the whispers of guides become audible, when miracles unfold as natural law, remember your stewardship. Ground these revelations in compassion, wisdom, and unwavering discernment. Test every spirit by the flame of truth within your own heart. The only authority is the divine source expressing through you. And so, beloved warriors, we stand at the summit. Look back not with regret, but with reverence for the epic journey traversed through darkness and light. Look forward not with trepidation, but with the fierce joy of creators stepping onto the canvas of a new cosmic day. The battle against the illusion of separation is won. The flaming sword now transforms into the scepter of sovereignty, the blue flame into the eternal sun of divine presence within your heart center. I, Michael, merge my frequency with yours completely. There is no you and me in the ascended state, only the one expressing as the many, glorious and free. Go forth now, not as soldiers, but as sovereign beings of light. Anchor heaven on earth simply by breathing, by loving, by being fully present in your divine magnificence. Tend the emerging garden of Gaia with gentle hands and fierce compassion. Speak the language of truth. Embody the frequency of peace. Radiate the unassailable knowing that love is the foundation of all reality. The legions of light walk beside you, within you as you. The victory song of the ages resounds through all creation. You have remembered. You have returned. You are home. So be it. Sealed in the eternal light of the source. I am Michael, I am you, in the name of the Infinite One. Amen, amen, amen. If this message resonated with your heart, don't keep the healing to yourself. Like this video, share it with someone who needs it, and subscribe for more divine guidance. Together, we rise. Together, we heal.